Welcome to the Brown Report. We are live from Lakeland, Florida, live on YouTube. Let's see how quick I can get banned tonight by
Let's do
talking.
it.
I
Let's
know.
do it. Let's do it.
We're going to do
Do
it.
it.
Do it,
Do
do
it.
it, do it.
Do it. Do it.
I have not got the bumper music updated on the new studio, folks. So bear with us as we use newer technology now and try to do what we're doing here. So
And I think next week we're going to be together, and it's going to sound a lot better.
together
And
again, together
my heart,
again.
I'm going to be like a kid at Christmas. I'm just not going to be able to know what to do with myself.
I
I got to
know.
tell, I had to assure my wife that, hey, I'm going to be kind of close to that.
Oh, yeah.
So she's like, whoa,
Whoa,
calm down.
calm down.
I said, all right, I'll be good. I
Oh,
don't know about him.
I'm
We're kidding,
always good.
folks.
I'm always good, bro. You know that. I'm a nice guy. What can I say? What can I say? All right. So we're live here tonight on the Brown Report radio show. Um, if you like to watch us live, you can watch us live on the YouTube. Go to Brown Report on YouTube. Get us live there. You see my pretty face, my pretty hat, and my pretty shirt, and my Trump flag, and my Gadsden flag behind me today live. If you like us on the podcast side, catch us by going to um, pretty much anywhere. It's iHeartRadio. I think we're on Spotify now. Google
We have a lot of
Podcast.
old. We have tons of old. Our old stuff was on Spotify. I've seen a couple of recent episodes.
Yeah.
They're definitely on iHeart, Apple. So
Yeah, Apple iTunes. Yeah, the good
Spreaker.
stuff. Yeah, Spreaker. That's where we're out of. So thanks so much for listening, folks. We greatly appreciate it. Tonight on the show, we got lots of fun stuff. Also, the Bible verse of the day at the end of the show. So thanks so much for joining us on the program. Bill, how are you doing this week?
Doing good, man. I know we missed the show last week, because the fourth and everything. It just didn't work out, but I'm doing great. And it was
Yeah.
good actually seeing you actually today.
Oh,
We did
yeah,
have
yeah,
to
yeah. Yeah.
we did have to get up together for about 10 minutes, but it was
Yeah.
good seeing you. It was a good
Yeah.
chat.
It was a quick see ya stuff, but it was good to see you today in person. And next week we'll be live together on the show. And I think in 4K. I think we might be in 4K almost. So if you streamed it to a TV, you would literally probably see everything about us. Literally
Hey,
everything about
let me
us.
ask you this.
Yeah.
Do you have some sort of app, like one of those carnival clown mirror things, where my fat face looks a little
Hmm.
bit more
Hmm.
skinny? I mean, I've lost. I'm down to about 215. So my
Oh,
husband was like 279.
damn. You're
So,
you're way
but
less than me, bro. I'm
I'm
big.
trying my hardest. But I still, on camera, I look at pictures on WebEx at work, like, oh my god, it sounded like a girl worried about my image and stuff. But still, I'm
It's like
53
it's
years
like a
old.
Target. You look at a Target security
I don't want
camera.
to get the diabetes. Yeah. So
You don't want
if we
to
had
get.
some kind of fun house thing, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, we need something like that, especially for me because I'm a pretty big dude now. The COVID got me. Working in office got me. Everything got me. I think about 260, 265. I'm tall though,
Yeah.
so I can kind of
You are.
hide it. Yeah, I'm a tall guy. That's what they all say. Big shoes, big socks. That's how it usually works.
Big
Uh,
feet.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, wife marry me because I have big feet. All right, so tonight on the
You
show,
want to know, man.
no
I'll never
one,
look at Dina again.
no
the
one
same
wants,
way. Like,
no one wants to know.
hey,
Trust me. All right. So, migrant caught attempting to scuba dive across the border into the U.S., according to the Border Patrol. So, a migrant was caught attempting to cross the Colorado River into the U.S. using scuba gear in the dead of the night last week. The Border Patrol apprehended the man in the Yuma sector on Monday of last week. Images show him wearing a small oxygen tank strapped over what appears to be jeans and a long sleeve shirt. Acting Chief Border Patrol Agent Dustin Codell says the migrant is set to be sent back to Mexico.
but,
Um,
but don't they realize that along the border is pretty night vision all over the place, drones?
yeah,
You're gonna get caught
yeah,
trying to scuba gear. But that was pretty ingenious of the guy.
yeah. I mean, they're trying their hardest to get across. And here's the thing: it's not because they want to, be a migrant worker and working in the fields. These are like drug cartels, folks. I mean, they're using
Yeah,
submarines. Um, They're using
coming across
drones.
in waves.
They dig holes. I mean, they'll do anything to get drugs across. And the drugs, guess what? They're being fentanyl's being made in China, and no one cares about fentanyl from coming from China. Apparently,
Yeah,
where
of course, the government's in bed with China, so.
oh, I
Yeah.
know, and it seems like there, it's a bad relationship in bed too, because it seems like the U.S. keeps on getting pounded, and we are.
Well, hey,
It
might not
seems
be a
like
bad
it.
thing.
Well, I mean, in this case, it is a bad thing.
All feels the same with the eyes closed. You know what I'm talking about? So
Uh,
hey,
Ooh, okie dokie. All right. So,
I,
so
hey, it's been a dude. This last couple days been a ringer. So I need to vent and just. You know,
yeah.
I'll
Hey,
try not to be my old Bill that I used to be.
yeah, we had to censor the old bill. I mean, it was pretty bad for a while. It really, honestly was bad. All right. So we've got scuba diving, illegal aliens. We'll call them illegal aliens because that's what they're.
You
They're
know what?
illegally crossing.
We need a Viktor Orban as our president.
Okay. Who is this
President
person? Enlighten me.
President of Hungary. President of Hungary. Look him up. Watch his speeches. Amazing. He's a nationalist for Hungary. He doesn't put up with any illegal immigrant. He's big on his culture. Be Hungarian. That's what he wants his country. That's what he's
Make
put in place.
Hungary great again? Like, is that
Yeah,
how
that's
he like the
that's
Donald
what
Trump of Hungary?
no, listen, no. Donald Trump is not. I mean, he's not the level of Viktor Orban. Viktor Orban is. You're talking about make Hungary Hungary and stay Hungary, nobody else.
Oh,
MAGA
okay.
is just make America great again. You know what I mean? So, which is kind of the same thing, but Viktor Orban's a little bit more uh, further on the how he handles illegal immigration and things like that. So, but
Okay.
it's literally an invasion of our country, and
Yeah.
this is so many people are dying each year just from fentanyl, the drugs.
And no one cares.
I mean, it's a crisis. Nobody cares.
They don't care.
And these people are no, and they're just sucking up space, taking benefits. Some states are allowing these people who are not even citizens to vote in local elections or getting driver's licenses. Screw that. No way.
And you
You're
can't
not
evict them
a
in some
citizen.
states. I think it was Illinois. You
Mhm.
can't evict them.
Oh, yeah. There's ways to make people go.
Of course, there's ways. It's called the law, but they don't follow the law.
They don't, but there's mechanisms in place to get these people out. There has to be.
There is. Just stop giving them free stuff. Stop letting
That's it.
their kids go to school here. I mean, we know who they are. Their kids go to school here. We know who the illegal aliens are. I mean, we can
And I
get them if we really wanted to get them.
and I told you what I want, and I think it would work great. It's a flat tax, like 27% on everything. All the benefits go to U.S. citizens.
Wait. Do you want a flat tax or a national sales tax?
Just a flat national sales tax that will take the place of income tax and federal
Yes.
taxes.
Yeah, I agree with that. I
And
mean, I was a big
so
Mike
you
Huckabee
have-
guy back in the day when he
Right.
wanted to the fair tax. I mean,
Right. So
I'm all for that.
you have this, it would close a lot of the loopholes. It would help, if you're somebody buying a $1 billion building, you're not going to be able to write any of that off. You're going to be paying these taxes. So you're going to take this bulk of money and use it for U.S. citizens, fight the homeless, drug problem, mental health. Hell, if you want to help people with some free health care in this country or help subsidize some stuff for U.S. citizens only, sure, what the heck, let's do it. Same with education. People coming in illegally, I don't care if you participate in society, you're not going to get any benefits, but you're paying and buying things that are going to benefit us.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you there. I mean, let's get the drug
Let's do that.
dealers,
Why-
the pimps, the
how is that
prostitutes, Hunter
How's that a
Biden.
bad idea?
Just have them all pay taxes. No, I mean, there would be no more issues really with tax evasion because you're paying a national sales tax. The corporations will be on the hook for making sure that the tax revenue is collected. It's a very simple concept. It will eliminate the IRS pretty much overnight, and you can't
Instantly.
weaponize it anymore. You can't weaponize something that doesn't exist, folks. That's the key
because
here.
Everybody buys stuff. Everybody buys stuff.
Oh,
And
really?
people are going to complain.
Do we
And
buy
the people
stuff?
that are complaining, listen, the people who are complaining the most right now about this system is those that aren't working.
Exactly. Yeah,
Those
because they
are
don't
sucking
because they're
from the
getting free
government
stuff.
teeth.
Yeah, they get
Right.
free stuff all the time.
So they don't want to pay 27% on stuff they were probably getting for free.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Tough.
I'm sorry
Put
that
to
hurts
work.
your feelings. I mean, I'm sorry I didn't take your feelings into account. But yeah, we're not going to take your feelings into account. We need to
Mhm.
fix the situation in this country because what we're doing now isn't working. It hasn't been working. I mean, we're
Yeah.
what, 33 trillion in debt, and for
You got
what?
BRICS forming, and they're talking about having a gold standard backing for their currency.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just printing crap. It's digital. Woo, let's go.
Yeah, it's digital. It's already digital, folks. Credit cards,
Yeah.
debit cards, everything's like. I mean, I saw this video, and I think I shared it on Instagram, and it showed, if you put $10,000 into the bank, 1,000 is held to the side, because you do 10%. FDIC requires you to keep 10% of your deposits on file. So they loan out the 9,000 for someone's car. The person that sells the car puts 9,000 in the bank, and it keeps going and going and going and going until I think the $10,000 becomes $1 million.
Yeah.
So it's not the money. It's not really there.
Circus, man.
It's a circus. It's
fake.
fiat currency. I mean,
Fake.
it's crazy. And the only thing that's making money, Bill, is the Federal Reserve with their 5.25% base rate. They're making the money. The Federal Reserve is making so much cash. So much.
Crazy.
It is crazy. And
We're horrible. The system we have in place is horrible.
it's designed to screw people. It's designed to screw everyday average Americans. I mean, look, housing rates, 8% for a mortgage? Are we out of our skull?
What's crazy is like two conservatives agreeing that our system sucks.
Oh, I mean, that would never happen. Just hanging around.
Right. And there's going to be something is going to shock the system.
Oh, I'm waiting
That
for
will
it.
reset. That's going to reset whatever, and it could be terrifying. It could be good. You don't know, and it could, potentially be a world war that's going to spark that.
Jesus coming back, that would spark something.
I wouldn't. Who cares about money at that point?
Oh, I know it's over. But the governments will say it's aliens took us all. I can't wait for that to occur. I mean, I won't be here to see that, but that would be very interesting when they blame the aliens for grabbing all the Christians. Oh, they were selected because they were. Yeah, okay. Yeah, all the devil worshippers.
They don't support abortion, so they have to go. The aliens love abortion. They want to. The logic behind the left is insane.
Oh, it's insanity. All right, so let's get on the next one. Biden slammed after report reveals number of grandchildren his aides instructed to say publicly. All right, so President Biden is facing backlash from conservatives following a report that his aides have been told to say publicly that he has 6 grandchildren, omitting Hunter Biden's 4-year-old estranged daughter.
That's crazy. Piece of crap.
Oh, what a garbage.
Did you see the video of Hunter at the White House, like up on that podium thing?
Yeah, it looks like he was like sniffing something.
He did a bump. It looked like he did a bump of coke off his knuckle or something.
Oh, he had to.
You know what I mean? Hunter, and he is like rubbing his hair back. He had those like crazy eyes. Like, hey guys, what's going on?
I wonder where that white powdery substance came from in the White House.
Huh. Mm-hmm. Why is he invested? Why are we being told whose it was?
Huh. It wasn't baking soda.
Imagine.
Was it baking powder? Was it powdered sugar? What could it have been?
Donald Trump Jr. This same situation last administration.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
There
would be freaking protests, the wall. The View women would be having like climaxes right on the freaking stage.
Oh,
which would be I said that on purpose because View, and if you've seen those faces and watched you would not. It would be just Not a fun sight, and the women in the
How
audience are
about
just bitter people, so
Pride
just be
Month
gross.
on the White House lawn? I mean, you got dudes with breasts like running around topless.
Flashing. Yeah.
We've got women that think they're dudes, after having mastectomies, showing off that they got no breasts anymore on the White
On the
House
White
lawn.
House
I'm like,
property.
what is this? What is this
If one,
madness?
if one of any, hell, if Trump gave speeches as bad as Mumble Joe one time, or one of these incidents happened, or even thought about happening, it'd just be just insane. The
It's
amount of coverage,
diversity,
the
though,
amount
Bill.
of,
It's
he'd be
it's
like,
diversity.
preached again. Yeah, screw that. It's not diversity.
It's
It's racism.
diversity. I mean, this is like a college course. This is like diversity 101. Everybody acts insane. Everybody has no rules. We have parades during Pride where there's naked dudes on bikes showing off their penises in front of kids. I mean, it's like no one gets arrested anymore. They say they're
Yeah.
coming for your kids during parades. It's no big deal. Hey, it's diversity. Yeah, we're tolerant. Yeah, we're tolerant.
But if you say anything against it, you're immediately listed as some phobic of something, regardless.
Eh,
So
not really folk. It just common sense nowadays.
yeah,
I don't.
don't show your penis to a child.
How
That
about how
should
about
be
this?
a freaking rule, a good rule.
How about the parents don't bring their kids to these events because we know what's happening. It's
Yeah,
not
the
like they're
parents are just
hiding it anymore.
they're just insane. They're insane.
Yeah,
The
it's
left is insane.
it's complete insanity.
But, but it's not all. I know a lot of those on the left side of the political spectrum that do not agree with any of this stuff. And I talked to,
Then why are
a
they speaking
couple,
up, Bill? I like to know.
because guess what? If you speak up, what happens to you? You get canceled. So you don't want, who wants to go through that? I give two craps about it. But, I talked to a couple of guys that are gay at work. And, this came up, talking to political discussion and, the whole, you know, trans movement versus, gay and things like that. And they do not like it at all. They don't like it. They're not comfortable with it, these two guys.
Yeah,
So, I mean, there's a lot that don't agree. On
yeah,
both, I mean, there's a lot, mainly on the
but
Republican side,
but that's
right?
what we
But there's a
need.
lot on the
I mean, we
right.
need. I've seen. You know, some gays that have come out at these town halls and these school board meetings and city meetings and saying, no, we are not for this. This is wrong. We should not be doing this. And they're trying to cancel them. I mean, it's like we live in a clown world right now where
It's
people
like
don't use common sense.
so
We're not
Clarence
after your
Thomas is not a
kids,
real
but
right.
but
Clarence Thomas is not a real black guy. That's
oh yeah,
according to the left.
yeah.
So it's not. It's no matter what you say or do, they're not going to agree, and they're going to just you're labeled. You can't win. But the good thing is, I see a lot more people not dealing with this bullcrap.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I think it's more than majority does not agree, but I think it's a lot more than this what they're portraying that everybody wants this. Everybody, no, they don't. Just
Yeah.
let us live our lives. You live your life. I don't care. Don't push it on
Well, I'm a freedom and liberty guy. You know that, but
me. Right.
there's a point where it's like insane to say we're going to tolerate naked guys riding around or transgenders running on the White House lawn, trying to be sexual on video and stuff and on Instagram and all these things, and they're not getting kicked out. They're not being arrested. They're not. There's nothing happening to these people. It's like it. I mean, tolerance is one thing, and being accepting is one thing, but blatantly doing stuff like this for attention, it's not. You're not right in the head. I mean, you're looking for attention from children, and
These people
that's
should
not
be on a
right.
list.
Yeah.
These people should be on a list where you have to contact the municipality that you're moving into that you are a predator.
Arrest them.
Basically. They like to
I mean,
expose their
oh,
penises and
oh,
whatever
I mean,
to.
arrest them. Arrest them for public indecency and exposure. It's that simple. You got the video, arrest them. That's not tolerance.
And the
Arrest
whole
them.
thing is they won't because they're afraid of the backlash. But the good news is you look at what's happening to Target, Bud Light, things like that. The pushback is now happening.
Well, we need to push back on these municipalities. Allow these guys to run around naked on a bike. Come on, man. As Joe would say, come on, man. You know,
You let Patriot Front
what are you smoking
and
crack?
Proud Boys deal with those.
But, insurrection, January 6th. Insurrection. But we got naked dudes riding around, showing floppy off to kids at a pride parade.
Floppy. Is that what you want, floppy?
I'm sorry. I mean, maybe not. I don't know. I didn't really look at them. So I'm just saying.
You're into the showers, not the growers, I think. That's cool.
I don't know. I mean, I didn't really look. I wasn't looking for comparisons here, Bill. I was not doing that.
Snuffleupagus.
Yeah. All right. So let's go on to Jen Psaki. Jen Psaki, the redheaded former White House press secretary. Was it Baghdad Bob of of Joe Biden?
There's no tanks in Baghdad.
And there's tanks in Baghdad. and they're right behind him. They show the video right behind
Most
him.
of the younger generation won't remember 1990 whenever they were invading.
Folks, look up Baghdad Bob online and you'll see, and I think Saturday Night Live even made fun of him too. It was they had a whole skit on Baghdad Bob. He was the minister of truth or something like that?
Something like it. He was a propaganda minister.
Yeah. I mean, that guy.
Iraqi Joseph Goebbels.
I mean, he really did not have a good time. He was really exposed. Literally exposed. All right. So, Jen Psaki says that the GOP is recruiting Muslims to fight against transgenders. She said, I've been noticing the reemergence of a very old GOP playbook, Psaki said, and it worked by pitting one group of Americans against another. The GOP successfully managed to split off Southern whites from the Democrat Party, she continued. It was the Democrat Party that was pro-slavery. It wasn't.
Slavery.
It wasn't the Republicans, Jen.
Yeah, Go on. I'm sorry.
She's insane. They try to rewrite history every time. It's like, the GOP was taking the white Southerners away from the Democrats.
The whole thing with if you're talking about Muslims, right?
Mm-hmm.
Muslims are very devout and very orthodox.
Yes.
And they do not. Okay, so I don't know what is in their brains. So let's take those that do the drag queen story hours, right?
Mm-hmm.
And let's just drop them off in the middle of Tehran. See what kind of tolerance there is. I've seen multiple videos of dudes being blindfolded, hogtied behind their back, and pitched off roofs. They land so hard their shoes go flying. That's in Iran. They slowly hang you from a crane. It's not like a drop break. You're choking on the way up.
Yeah.
For being homosexual. So she's saying the GOP, it's all the white, that's probably white supremacist GOP, a little bag of bad.
You mean the conservatives that want to be left alone and don't want all the diversity coming through? We don't need the third world diversity. I mean, we just don't need it in this country. I mean, we should be selective. It's like, you want to work? Okay, we need workers. You can come in, pay taxes, do the right thing, don't get in legal trouble, and when your visa's up, you can either renew if you're allowed to, or you got to go home. That's the way it is.
People do that all the time.
Yes.
Happens all the time. And people come, visas run out, and they go home.
Mm-hmm.
They apply again, they come back, and eventually, they get whatever the sponsors, and they start going through the classes, and I don't know what the whole process is, but it takes a long time to eventually, finally become a U.S. citizen. That test they take, getting to a U.S. citizen, they're not going to pass it. You watch me in on the streets asking about how many senators or how many senators per state.
How many states are there? 100. There's 100 states.
Oh, no.
There's 100 of them. It's like they interviewed Beetlejuice from Howard Stern. I mean, this. I mean, that's pretty much what they do. It's like these people have no clue on what America is, what it's all about.
Mhm.
They don't know any basic history. They don't know 1776. They don't know how many amendments are in the Bill of Rights. They can't name anything right. That's the key. But yet they want government assistance for everything. They want free college. They want free health care. They don't even know what freedom is. They don't care about freedom. They just want socialism,
They want.
communism.
Yeah. So,
But
yeah,
iPhones are
diversity is
going to be
fine.
communism,
we
folks.
want. I'm okay with legal immigration. You come in here, you do the right thing, and
Yeah.
you assimilate, and you become a U.S. citizen. Good for you. I'm proud of you. You did the
Wow.
right thing.
Doing the right
But if you're
thing.
coming across from like these third world countries and you're bringing in, having malaria outbreaks in freaking Florida. Come on.
Oh, that's just Bill Gates,
So
man. That's just Bill Gates being
yeah,
Bill
well,
Gates.
and I don't know. You're bringing in all this illegal drugs. You're bringing in diseases that haven't been seen.
Was
in
it
forever.
measles? They brought
So-
measles in
Measles, right? So
a few years back. Yeah.
there's problems with the illegal immigration. I'm not against people coming here and wanting to assimilate and become a citizen. That's perfect. Good. Yay. My relatives came over from Europe. Yours probably did too. You're not from here. So it's it happened. That's the process.
Well, no
Not
one
just,
was from
you know,
here.
Most scuba.
No
Right.
one was
No
from
one's
here. Even
The
the
scuba
American
diving.
Indians came from Asia. I mean, no one was
South
from
America
here.
migrated up.
No, I mean they all came from Asia. I mean that's everything is I guess the world was born out of the Middle East, so everybody spread out, and
Yeah.
eventually they crossed the land bridge between Alaska and Russia. That did not exist at that time because there was no Russia or Alaska, and they moved around. So things happen, things change, but at the same time, do you really want the third world to really run over your country and for
No.
freebies and diseases and lack of
Go back to-
education? We can't even educate our own people or bringing people in. For what?
Go back to Victor Orban. I tell you what, look up some of his speeches, look at what he believes in, and that's all we need.
Yeah, we just need common sense. All right, so let's talk about China for a second here. What are people saying about China's chip making export goals? One thing, they want Taiwan. That would increase their exports by taking over Taiwan. I mean, that's case number one: take over Taiwan. So China will control exports on some metals used in the semiconductor industry, ramping up a technology war with the United States and potentially causing more disruption to global supply chains. So here's a comment from Lucy Chen, Vice President at Taipei-based Isaiah Research. We believe that gallium and germanium are indeed important raw materials for the semiconductor industry, and China currently accounts for at least 80% of their supply. The gallium and germanium export controls that China has recently implemented have a direct impact primarily on the field of compound semiconductors such as GAs, substrate suppliers, Sonomito, Freiberger, and AXT, as well as USGAN substrate suppliers, including Cree and 2-4. Okay, those are Roman numerals. This also has a knock-on effect on the production of related products such as radio frequency, power amplifier, LED, and communication equipment. So, in other words,
So
our
important
military
stuff.
is affected by this too.
So we got administration, we got this government monstrosity that controls the EPA and all that. They will not allow us to even probably explore. I don't even know if we have these precious metals in this country, but to even get it because we need it. And I think I read somewhere like it was this weekend. I saw this little news blurb that they're thinking about putting the Defense Production Act in play for rare minerals for that kind of chip production. So if they
Interesting.
do that, that's good. So hopefully they do, because you're gonna have to do something. You're gonna have to start drilling. I mean, if this thing pops off and gets bad, we're gonna need our own resources. And hope to God, the administration in there now will actually wake up and do something to prevent, catastrophe in this country. So
Yeah, it's going to be a catastrophe. I mean, we already seen how it affects the vehicles in the United States. I remember one point Chevrolet and GMC were selling SUVs with no heated seats and promising when they got the chips in that they would provide the chips for your heated seat. So you're buying vehicles that were not fully equipped. That shows you the desperation of Americans for luxury vehicles. For what reason? I mean, come on. It's like, what do you need that?
You have heated seats, right?
Yeah, but I live in Florida, bro. Do I really
I
need them?
know. My wife's car has heated seats, and have you ever bumped a button on like by accident?
Oh
All of a
man,
sudden you're driving down the road, and all of a sudden your
it's
ass is
like
like on fire. You're
yeah,
like,
so
what's going on?
yeah, it's like someone lit a fire under your ass, literally. They get hot
Not
too,
a
man.
fan.
They can get hot, man. It's like
Yeah. Our
I
heat
need I
index
need
now is
cooled
like
seats.
110.
I need cooled seats. That's what I really need.
Yeah.
All right, so let's last thing before the Bible verse of the day. We're gonna talk about Twitter. Let's talk about Threads for a second. Good old Threads. I joined Threads for my Instagram account for the
Okay.
Report podcast, and I was like the 90 millionth something person that signed up for Threads. Threads is like Instagram. It's not even really any different than,
Let me ask you this.
yeah.
So I you might lose your Instagram because
Oh no.
if it's tied, it's tied to Threads. So if you read about Threads, is once you install Threads, you can never get rid of Threads unless you cancel and get rid of Instagram.
Really?
So if you're posting on Threads and you get banned on Threads, you're probably gone off of Insta.
What?
I would not even touch Threads. I would minimize it.
You gotta
ignore
be
it,
kidding me,
and
man.
no, you're out of your mind. I wish you'd have asked me before you did that.
Oh,
Your
that's
Instagram
so
will pop-
good.
And now, if it's tied there, I don't know if
So they're
it's gonna,
spying on me now.
yeah, 100%. Don't.
Okay, I'm being
and you
spied
can't get
on.
rid of threat. You can't get rid of Threads now.
Oh,
You can't
okay.
disable it. You can't cancel it because you're.
That's why they call it Threads, because you're like all knitted together now. It's like the threads intertwining.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not even
Wow.
looking. I didn't even look at it and touch it. No.
Oh,
Never
okay.
mind.
Thanks for letting me know after I signed up. I mean, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. I'm already shadow banned on Instagram anyway, so just finish me off like you finished me off the other times, Meta. Oh, Meta sucks. I mean, I hope Zuckerberg gets his ass beat by Elon, and if they do that fight, I hope he gets beat up.
Did you see his like offhanded funny comment the other day talking about they should measure their genitalia?
Oh, give me a break. Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, you know, Zuck is like a millimeter, Peter. You know, something like that. You know, I don't know. I don't know for sure. I mean, I cannot confirm it. So don't
I
ban
was
me.
I didn't
Don't
want to
ban me.
ask. Like, dude, have you seen like some leaked pictures? You like a long
Wait,
lost
wasn't
relative or
was
something?
Zuckerberg riding around naked during one of those pride parades? I mean, can we confirm that?
Probably.
I mean, maybe
I
he
don't know.
was. Maybe he's wearing a mask. He's wearing a mask. He didn't want to spread COVID to everybody. You know, that COVID misinformation that's out there. You know, we don't want to do that.
People still wear them with pride, man. See them all the time. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Still driving in a car with them.
Yep.
I'm like,
Yep, with their yellow gloves on, spreading it throughout their
Good luck.
car. Ugh, people
Good
are
luck.
just people.
Godspeed.
I mean, that was a psyop of all psyops. Was COVID? It just showed you how people can be absolutely stupid if something really happened.
if they told you to stuff a toilet paper roll empty up your butthole,
They would do it.
to be able to efficiently poop, you just have to like cough and it just drops out. They would do it if they thought it would prevent COVID.
People bought toilet paper for a respiratory disease. Just think about that.
Yeah, they bought it. They bought, but I don't know. It's like down here in hurricanes. They announce a hurricane, boom. Every 38 gallons of milk people buy, all this toilet paper, and it's
Yeah.
going to be here and gone. But probably you might be inconvenienced for a week or two,
Yeah.
especially where we live. You know, we're not on the coast. You know, we've had some doozies roll through here. Like, you know,
Yeah.
Irma was a nightmare. Ian sucked.
Yeah.
And then you had like the Charlie, Jean, and Francis and things like that. But yeah,
But it's going to be
there's no
okay.
reason to buy 38 things of toilet paper. Now that forces Bill to go to the store to buy a couple extra packs of toilet paper because who knows, these idiots
Yeah.
are buying it all. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Just use
So
poison
even
ivy.
now, we still have like we keep like not a surplus, but like at least a couple extra like 9 roll packs, and we always have extra.
Well,
There's two 9 roll packs.
if you buy like a Charmin 12 roll, it's really 38 bill. Okay? It says the math is right there.
Well,
So
this
you
is-
so you really have 38
this
rolls,
is
not 12.
This is 12 roll. That's 12 roll. My math medicated.
18
12
equals
roll.
54. I mean, it's some
Okay,
kind
it's
of weird
48.
algebra they're using.
It's 48.
It's 48?
Equals
Okay.
48 rolls.
All right, gotcha.
Okay.
48 rolls is really 120. So,
But then you get the crafts that it feels like you're like, why? Where's this stuff? Like, how
you're
much
killing me, man. No, I don't need to talk about that. That's gross.
Right? No.
It is gross.
It's at least once a week. At least. You're like, why? Why?
Yeah, why are we
2
talking
hours
about
later,
that?
You get a little itchy and you're like, it's still there. Why?
I mean, it's a psyop. We got psyop by toilet paper. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like it's, God, the world's ending soon. It's going to be okay. All right, back to Twitter real quick. So Elon said you can only do a certain number of tweets per day. People are getting all mad. I should do more than 6,000 a day. Okay, because you're
So you're
scrolling through it
bot?
like it's like the Price is Right, Price is Right wheel trying to get $1.
I
I mean, you're spinning through it
didn't-
like that.
My Twitter daily use will be I'll click on For You, look at the 10 things, then click on trending, look.
Mhm.
If it looks interesting, I might read like a few comments and move on.
Yeah.
I
Well-
don't have time to sit there all day. I
Elon
use Telegram. That's my main social media is Telegram.
Elon has a good reason for it because they got these, I guess they call them scrubbers, and they will, they'll try to get all the information off of Twitter, and it's like data mining. And he doesn't want that to happen either because they're taking all the information on his platform and putting it somewhere else. That's what's happening. And, he's trying to protect the Twitter brand. He spent $44 billion on it. And if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't know about the FBI involved.
Right.
Setting up shop
But we're
inside
the
of Twitter.
conspiracy theorists. We're the conspiracy theorists. Man.
Yeah.
But we were like, and I just keep on going back to like even years ago. Everything we're saying is right.
Everything's happened. Everything's coming true.
Everything.
And here's the thing. If you think Twitter was bad with like 10 FBI agents, imagine how many were in Facebook and Instagram. Working around the clock,
Probably
trying
tons.
to bust
Tons.
people like me, telling the truth the entire time, saying it's airborne. No, it's not. The vax doesn't work. Yes, it does. Well, actually, it didn't. The vax is causing myocarditis. No, it's not. Well, actually, it is. So all these wonderful things that we have said over the years, all the truth that we have told has continued to get us banned for no reason. No apologies. No, we're sorry.
No.
The commies just keep on commieing, and they just want to silence us. But we're not going to be silenced. We're just going to keep on pushing forward. And if you listen, great. If you like us, share us. That's the way we grow. All right. Bible verse of the day, 2 Corinthians 3:17. Now the Lord is the Spirit, and where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. Because it's true.
Amen.
It's
It's
true.
true. You always have
Folks,
freedom with God.
yeah.
Always.
People, you need to get in church. You need to get a good Bible study. You need to have good Christian friends. You need to have people surrounding you.
Right with Jesus.
You need to help people. You need to help each other. That's how you build a community, because the government doesn't care about you. They'll lock you up in a second flat for no reason. We've seen it. They will they will bomb from the sky for, they bomb weddings, folks. They bomb weddings. They don't even try to go and arrest anybody anymore. They just drone strike things. Was it Bill Clinton drone strike a baby formula factory back in the 90s? Is that right?
Was that Somalia? Somalia? So, yes. It's Somalia.
Yeah.
Because right before the Mogadishu Black Hawk Down type of
Yeah. He blew up a baby formula factory. Good job, dude. Good intel.
Obama killing a
Yeah,
US
we're going to show
citizen,
those
even though he was a
babies
terrorist,
something.
Still a U.S. citizen.
Yeah, we're gonna show those babies. You can't mess with the U.S. Ugh. It's like these. It's like these guys. It's like you almost have to really look. It's like, are these dictators really as bad as they're being played out to be? Can we really? Can we really look at the media and really trust what's coming out? There's so many. There's so much great CGI now that, or they're using previous pictures from different events. You can't believe everything you see, folks. It's or hear. There's deep fakes of videos, deep fakes of people talking. There is so many deep fakes out there that you got to be careful of what you're listening to. Except for us, I mean, we'll give you the right information. That's why we're censored.
We're wrong. We're wrong. But...
I mean, if we're wrong, I'll say we're wrong. Remember the one time about the Girl Scout cookies? The dude about the Girl Scout cookies? We call him a good dude. He's trying to be a drug dealer. I mean, we said we were wrong. I mean, he bought a bunch of Girl Scout cookies because he had a bunch of cash on him because he was a drug dealer. I mean, the Girl Scouts cashed in, but the guy was a drug dealer, so, I mean, he wasn't a good dude, but he did buy some cookies. All right. Man, what a show. What a show.
It'll be good live next week, and if we can get this video and a TV thing going, it's like,
Oh, the video's live right now, man. It's me. It's me right now. I'm live.
I have to listen.
Oh, you should watch me. I mean, I look great right now.
Everybody should.
Yeah. I mean, I'm in 4K, baby. That's what I look like. All right. So let's wrap this thing up. Bill, thanks for being a part of this, man. You're the best. If I couldn't ask for a better co-host than you, because you tolerate my goofiness, my rants, my raves,
and you've toned me down. But one day we're gonna have to have just an uncensored, unfiltered.
We can do that whenever we want to because we're not FCC regulated.
Yeah, but I go back to we do the Bible verse.
Yeah, I know.
I'm a Southern Baptist. I'm a Christian. But words are words, and I don't have if I say a swear word, I'm not saying it maliciously.
Yeah,
I'm former military. I swear a lot, so I have a
Bill,
favorite thing to do.
You don't swear a lot. Never.
Come on, man.
No, you're a good guy. I swear.
No, I think I am.
Yeah, you're a good dude.
So.
Yeah. All right. So let's wrap this bad boy up. Thanks for listening, everybody. We greatly appreciate it. Remember, we are on Instagram, Threads. Threads will probably get me banned on Instagram for life, which is okay. That's the way it works out. We're also on Facebook, Brow Report Podcast, Getter, Reddit, True Social, all those great places where freedom reigns supreme. Don't forget iHeartRadio, iTunes, Google Podcasts, all those wonderful things out there that you can listen to the podcasts. And we'll be back next Tuesday